You study the grammar, you memorize the vocabulary, but when you try to speak, there's a pause, a moment of silence where your brain is working, translating, searching. This is the single biggest barrier to fluency. But what if the solution wasn't more study? What if it was a simple 10-minute change to your daily routine? Today, we're not just giving you tips. We are investigating a method designed to rewire your brain. We will examine the science behind why you get stuck translating in your head and present a powerful, research-backed strategy to overcome it. This is about building a new habit, not just learning new words. To understand the solution, we must first correctly diagnose the problem. Most language learners, especially at the A1 and A2 levels, fall into something we'll call the translation trap. When you want to express an idea, your brain does three things. First, it forms the thought in your native language. Second, it acts as a translator, searching for the English equivalents of each word. Third, it tries to assemble those words into a correct English sentence. This process is slow, inefficient, and mentally exhausting. It's why you can understand English much better than you can speak it. Your brain is working two jobs at once, thinking and translating. True fluency happens when you eliminate the middle step, when the thought itself happens in English. The question is, how do you do that without moving to an English-speaking country? How do you force that mental switch? For decades, the standard advice has been full immersion, the belief that you must live in London, New York, or Sydney to truly think in the language. And while immersion is effective, this idea presents a major problem. For the vast majority of the world's 1.5 billion English learners, it's an impossible standard. It's expensive, impractical, and simply not an option. But modern learning theory and neuroscience suggest something else. The brain doesn't need 24/7 immersion to build new neural pathways. What it needs is something far more accessible, consistent, focused, and repeated exposure. The key is not the duration of your immersion, but its frequency and quality. And that is something you can control, right now, wherever you live. This brings us to our core strategy. We call it building English islands. Imagine your day is a vast ocean of your native language. An English island is a small, protected space, just 10 or 15 minutes, where you commit to using only English. No translating, no switching back. A short, intense period of pure immersion. During this time, you will narrate your life. You will think about your actions, your environment, and your feelings exclusively in English. The sentences can be incredibly simple. That's the point. This is not about speaking perfectly, it's about changing your internal monologue. Let's break down how to build these islands into your existing schedule. We will construct 4 simple islands you can start using today. Remember, the language we use here will be very simple. This is for A1 and A2 learners. The complexity will grow as you do. Island number 1, the morning coffee island. 10 minutes. As you make your morning coffee or tea, begin your internal narration. Speak it quietly to yourself if you can. This is my kitchen. I am tired. I want coffee. Here is my cup. It is a white cup. I take the coffee. I open it. I smell the coffee. It smells good. I put coffee in the cup. 1 spoon. Now, hot water. I pour the water. Be careful. The water is hot. I add milk. I stir my coffee. Now I drink my coffee. It is good. Notice the simplicity. We are using basic verbs, take, open, add, drink, and simple adjectives, white, hot, good. You are connecting the English words directly to the objects and actions, not to the words in your native language. Island number 2, the commute island, 15 minutes. Your journey to work or school is a perfect opportunity. Instead of listening to music in your native language, choose a podcast specifically for A1 and A2 English learners, something like Simple English News or a beginner story podcast. Your only job is to listen and try to understand the main idea. You are creating an English audio bubble. Or you can do the narration exercise again. Look out the window. I see a bus. It is red. I see many cars. A blue car, a black car. I see a tall building. People are walking. A man has a dog. The dog is small. You are actively observing and labeling your world in English. Island number 3, the work break island, 10 minutes. Take 10 minutes away from your normal work. Don't check social media in your native language. Instead, change the language setting on your phone to English for just these 10 minutes. Open a news app and read just the headlines, or use a language app like Duolingo or Memrise for a quick session. The rule is the same. 10 minutes, English only. You are making the language a tool, not just a subject to be studied. Island number 4, the evening routine island, 15 minutes. As you prepare dinner or get ready for bed, create your final island of the day. I am in the kitchen again. I am hungry. I have a tomato and an onion. The tomato is red. The onion is white. I wash the tomato. I cut the onion. My eyes hurt. Now I cook. Or watch a short 10-minute YouTube video or a scene from a TV show you enjoy in English with English subtitles. This connects the language to something you find relaxing and fun. Why is this simple method so effective? The answer lies in a concept called Hebbian theory, often simplified to neurons that fire together, wire together. Every time you create an English island, you are forcing a specific set of brain cells to fire in a new pattern. By narrating your coffee routine, you are building a direct neural link between the physical action of making coffee and the English words for it. You are literally building an English for coffee pathway in your brain. The first few times, this path is weak. It feels difficult. But by doing it every day, you strengthen that connection. The path becomes a highway. After a few weeks, when you make coffee, the English words will start to come to you automatically, without translation. You have created a small but powerful pocket of automatic English thinking. Now imagine doing that for dozens of small daily routines. That is how fluency is built, not in one giant leap, but through hundreds of small, consistent steps. There is one critical question we must address. What happens when you're on your island, narrating your life, and you don't know a word? For example, you're in the kitchen and you can't remember the word for whisk. The golden rule is this: do not switch to your native language. Stay on the island. The goal is not to have perfect vocabulary, but to practice thinking in English. If you run back to your native language for help, you are defeating the purpose. So, what do? You describe it. I need the thing, the tool for eggs. I use it to mix eggs. It is made of metal. This is an incredibly valuable skill. You are practicing problem solving in English. You are learning to communicate an idea even with limited vocabulary, which is exactly what you need in real-world conversations. Don't break the immersion. Describe the problem. So, the evidence is clear. The path to thinking in English is not a single expensive trip abroad. It is a series of small, deliberate actions, repeated daily. It is the decision to build small pockets of immersion, your English islands in the ocean of your everyday life. Fluency isn't a distant destination you reach after years of study. It is a habit you begin to build today, in 10 minutes. So here is your challenge. Not tomorrow, not next week, today. Choose just one island from this video. The morning coffee island is a great place to start. Try it. For just 10 minutes, narrate your actions in simple English. Then, come back to this video and leave a comment. Tell us which island you chose and how it felt. Sharing your experience helps motivate our entire community of learners. If this investigation has provided you with a clear, actionable strategy, support our work by giving this video a like and subscribing to the channel for more deep dives into the science of language learning. Thank you for watching. Keep asking questions, keep building. I'll see you in the next investigation.